I feel like well water is safe to use because it comes from deep in the ground and it's pure and healthy.
This is the first time I've ever lived any place that didn't have city water and city sewer, and I'm faced with something that I know nothing about, and I figured I better learn something about it.
When we moved here, the water tasted fine, so we didn't see any reason to test it.
Most of us share a confidence that the water we drink is clean and safe for us. There's also a general perception that well water is especially clean and safe because it comes from deep underground and has been filtered by the earth. But the truth is, well water can easily become contaminated and unsafe to drink.
About 2 years ago, I moved here from New Mexico, and in New Mexico we had county water. We had never dealt with well water. When we moved here, the house had been vacant for a year and a half, so that concerned us a little bit, and then our lack of knowledge concerned us on the well. We asked around, and all of our neighbors said, no, the well water's fine. We've never had a problem with it, so we went on about assuming the water was fine and drinking the water. The water had a fantastic taste to it. So anyway, it wasn't very long before we noticed that we had some stomach problems, me, my husband, and my 2 kids. We suspected that there was the possibility that our well might be contaminated. We really were thinking it probably wasn't, but it was a good idea to go ahead and get it checked. We contacted our county 4-H agent, and she contacted the University of Kentucky and had someone come out that sampled our well water. We waited for the results, and getting results back, we found out that our well was contaminated.
Hello, I'm Amanda Gumbert, your host for Seeing is Believing. Today I'm in the Jackson Purchase area of western Kentucky, where approximately 30% of the population gets their drinking water from private wells. If you have a private well on your property, do you know who's responsible for making sure the water is clean and safe to drink? You are. If you didn't know that, you're not alone. If you're not sure if you have a well, take a walk around your property. Also, if you don't pay a water bill, chances are you have a well. Look for a pipe coming up out of the ground, like this one. It may not be obvious, but you might see a small structure, like this brick one, that leads to the wellhead. You may find a concrete casing coming out of the ground, like this 24-inch bored well. Protection begins by understanding what wells are and how they work. Let's look at why well location is important, how wells are constructed, and how they should be maintained, protected, and checked.
In the purchase area, generally the dominant well type is the 4-inch diameter well. And 4-inch diameter wells are distributed throughout the 8 counties that make up the Jackson Purchase. The 24-inch diameter wells are generally located in Marshall, Calloway, northeastern corner of Graves County, and some locations in Cracken County.
As a well owner and an extension agent, I want to know what's going on in my well. I drink that water. I don't necessarily look at myself as a filtering device to take impurities out. I want to know what I'm drinking.
24-inch diameter wells, because of the way they're constructed, with cement tiles stacked on top of each other, they are more susceptible to water well contamination, especially bacteria. It's an excellent environment for bacteria to grow. If the bored wells are not constructed properly, then you could get surface water running into the wells, rainwater if the lids are not on securely, get rainwater entering the well, and you can get shallow groundwater which may be carrying bacteria to enter the well through the joints in the casing.
Another problem we had was the well was located in a low point in the yard. It had the mound of dirt was left behind the well. Since then, we tapered, sloped the ground away from the well, which helped drain surface water away from the well rather than collecting directly around the well.
Be aware of other properties near your own property since you likely share the same groundwater. Keep your well clear from potential sources of pollution, such as livestock enclosures. Think of it this way: if you don't want to drink it, keep it a safe distance from your well. A licensed drilling contractor or pump installer can help identify problems and locate the best site for your wellhead. Think of water wells as peepholes into our valuable groundwater network.
The first thing you need to do is locate a certified water well driller. All wells in Kentucky water wells have to be installed by a Kentucky certified water well driller. The exemptions for water wells are livestock only, and that's the only exemption. Irrigation wells and domestic water wells and public supply water wells all have to be installed by a certified water well driller.
Ever been scuba diving? Ever wish you could scuba dive down your well to see what's really going on down there? Well, today we're going to take a trip.
The downhole camera is used to investigate the well inside the well casing. We use the downhole camera to just see where water could possibly be coming into a well, surface water, shallow water, coming to a well through cracks and joints, which could contaminate the well water.
If this camera can get into these dark depths, just think how easy it could be for pesticides, fertilizers, oil, insects, and rodents to get in. From this image taken from the University of Kentucky's well cam, we can see the well is contaminated with an earthworm and a root mat. Contamination happens when wells go unchecked for a long time. Some wells are neglected for years. Your job, while looking for problems, is also to fill in old, unused wells. If left open, debris and pollution have a fast track into your drinking water supply. Abandoned wells should be filled by certified well drillers. Contamination